I can see it getting old. All right, everybody. Now, there's a lot of things I want to talk about in today's video, but really, I'm going to talk about two things just real quick before we get into the main thing that the video is about, and then I'll talk about everything else after we've done the fun stuff. So, the first thing that I want to talk about is the ARC exhaust. So, yeah, I've decided I'm going to sell the ARC exhaust. Now, the reason being is just because it's too quiet, man. Like, honestly, it is just too quiet. I love the tone and the pitch and everything of the ISR. Unfortunately, the ARC does not sound like that. I really did not expect it to be that quiet, like with a completely catless setup with headers. Like, I just did not expect it to be that quiet. Now, don't get me wrong, the ARC sounds absolutely amazing, but it's just not the noise that I'm looking for. So I'm going to be selling the ARC. I'm going to sell it for $1,200. I literally only had it on the car for like 4 weeks. It is in absolutely perfect condition. I'll just show you guys what it looks like real quick. I mean, there's not one thing wrong with this exhaust. It's just, I don't like how it sounds, me personally. But yeah, I'm gonna be selling it for $1,200. Hit me up on Instagram. My Instagram's in the description below. But yeah, now on to the second thing, and that is pretty much what the video is actually about, and that is going to be why I put this ISR exhaust back on here and why I love it so much. Now, I guess actually this is not only the second thing. So to elaborate a little bit more, pretty much I love the sound of this ISR exhaust. Like, it is by far my favorite sounding exhaust for this car. However, the only reason that I'm going to switch it, now I don't care about the rasp, I don't care about the drone. Filling in the cracks that the ISR had on it completely solved that. Like, it is not near as drony, not near as raspy. It sounds so much better. The only reason, however, that I'm going to for sure change it is because with this ISR exhaust on, I can 100% notice a difference in power. Like, there's not near as much low end torque, not near as much pull from the higher RPMs. It just is noticeably slower. And I mean, otherwise, if it wasn't for that, I would have to keep it on here because, man, it sounds absolutely insane, as you guys are going to hear shortly. But yeah, that's the two main things I wanted to talk about before we get to the fun stuff, which is going to be just a pure POV drive, man. Like, I've not showed you guys a POV drive in this car in a while, and now that it's got the headers and the tune and everything, like, it is a whole nother beast, man, and I cannot wait to share this with you guys. So let's go ahead and jump in the driver's seat and have some fun. Could hear that on camera or not, but those first few pops sounded like weird. Like, it almost sounded like there's another crack in the exhaust and it's leaking from somewhere else. Let's just hope not. All right, so we'll roll both the windows down, go over to sport mode, and then first gear. Now I gotta try not to scrape getting out of here or get hit. This is kind of a sketchy spot, I'm not gonna lie. All right, we made it. That's really the main spot where the drone is at, is like 2750 pretty much. Like right around there, that's where it's gonna drone. But it's still not as bad as it used to be. And I can tell where I just started the car, there's still a little bit of rev hang right now. I don't know if that happens to any of you guys or not. No traction. I did not have traction control off, and all I saw was the light just absolutely flickering down here. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off. Traction and stability control off, that is. I think it's off. Yeah, traction and stability disabled. All right, let's have some fun. behind me are very confused to what in the hell this noise is that they're hearing. I cannot get over those pops, dude. It's something else. This thing sounds ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, for some reason, I don't know why, but I get most of my pops around 2,000 RPMs. Like, obviously when I do an insane downshift in a second and it's like 4 to 5, it pops a lot. But like the majority of the pops, I can't talk right now, the majority of the pops are around like 2,000 RPMs. Second gear downshift. Somebody's calling me right now. I'm just gonna have to give them a call back here in a bit. I'm doing a little bit of hell raising right now, brother. I'm busy. There we go. That second gear downshift is ridiculous. Oh my goodness. This is awesome, man. I love this car. It is so ridiculously loud with this ISR on here, man. Like, it is insane, dude. Like, seriously. We'll do like 1 or 2 more polls. We're about to be back into town, and I can't be doing this in town or I'll probably be in jail. That's for sure. She absolutely shreds. That dude was almost in the middle of the road. People around here really don't know how to drive. It's one of the most annoying things ever. Is why I wanted to put this ISR back on, to hear it with the tune, man. Like, that just is, that's ridiculous, dude. I absolutely love it, man. It is so fun to drive now, except for that it is definitely noticeably slower than before. All right, so now that we've had some fun and you guys know exactly why I wanted to put this ISR Race exhaust back on, let's go ahead and talk about the rest of the things I wanted to go over real fast. So, as you guys already know, I'm going to be selling the ARC exhaust. Now, the exhaust I'm going to replace it with, that's just going to be a mystery for now. If you guys want to leave some guesses down in the comments below, feel free. But I'm not going to say anything, but I will say that it's going to be happening. Well, it's going to be hopefully getting installed within the next 2 weeks, and I'm super excited, man. It's an exhaust that has the same tone as the ISR, basically the same sound as the ISR. It's just not as loud, and it has some mufflers unlike the ISR. So it should bring the car back up to speed, and it should no longer be as slow as it is right now. It should be hopefully at least as fast as it was with the ARC installed. But man, I'm just so excited. I know I've been changing the exhaust up a lot on this thing, but as the dude at the exhaust shop says, it's really just it's a process to find exactly what you want it to sound like. Like, you're not just gonna put something on there and it's gonna sound exactly how you want it. I mean, it's possible that that's gonna happen, but to get a super dialed in sound, it's gonna take some playing with for sure. Now, the next thing, and pretty much the last thing that I wanted to talk about, is one more thing about the ISR Race exhaust. I am going to hold on to this. I'm probably not going to sell this. I just want to have this exhaust for if I want to go full balls to the walls, loud as possible. I can always throw this thing back on. But for those of you who do have an ISR Race exhaust, or just an ISR exhaust in general, a lot of you guys in the comments on the last video said that the cracks in the exhaust are a super common thing, that apparently the welds on the ISR exhaust are just, they're not up to par with other welds basically, and they're prone to cracking. So for those of you who do have an ISR Race exhaust, an ISR street exhaust, I would keep an eye on it. Make sure there's no cracks. If anything starts sounding weird, more than likely there's a crack in it. You could just take it to any exhaust shop or anywhere really, get it filled in for probably pretty cheap. The dudes who filled mine in, they actually did it for free, so huge shout out to them. 5-star exhaust here in Winchester, Kentucky. But yeah, man, that is really going to wrap it up for this video, everybody. I kind of just wanted to show you guys why I really wanted to put this ISR back on. I'm sure a lot of you guys were confused when I actually did put it back on. You probably didn't expect me to actually do it. But yeah, like I said, that is it for this one, everybody. If you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. If you guys liked the video, do not forget to drop a like and subscribe. Peace out. I'll see you guys in the next one.